Hey there, horror movie tea sippers.
The following podcast episode will contain spoilers for the movie we are about to review. If you have not seen the movie and do not wish to have anything ruined prematurely, please do not continue to watch or listen until you have seen the movie.
And welcome to the Horror Movie Tea Podcast. We are starting Stay Out of the Water Month. Hooray! And today, to start us off, we are doing Into the Deep, which came out this year in 2025. But before we go into the review, let's grab our cups and talk about tea. So, I am doing the Get Relaxed tea by the Republic of Tea. It's got rooibos, linden, passion flower, urethro, chamomile, English lavender, and damask rose.
And I am drinking Republic of Tea's Beauty Brain Lemon Balm Kiwi Tea. And it's got organic orange peel, organic lemon balm, organic white hibiscus, organic ginkgo leaf, organic rose hips, bamboo leaf, organic lion's mane extract, kiwi fruit powder, safflower, and organic blue spirulina extract.
And thank you to the Republic of Tea for allowing us to continue to do what we love. And for our tea sippers out there, brew yourself a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and we hope you enjoy the review. So for the summary, the main character her father was killed by a shark. And
she saw it happen.
Yeah. She almost was a part of that. And so to help conquer her fear, she goes on a boat with I'm pretty sure it's her boyfriend, not fiance.
I think it's her boyfriend.
But boyfriend, to do like treasure hunting type of stuff. And then they get onboarded by pirates for drugs, and they're forced to like go down in the shark infested waters to get it. And yeah, that's it.
She also became a marine biologist to help get over her fear, but okay.
I mean, it's barely useful to the plot, so.
She knew enough about sharks.
Yeah. But to, like, tell someone about it, anyways. So, for entertainment, this is a B movie. I can't remember the name of it. But I've seen another B-Shark movie with almost the exact same premise. It was like a sunken airplane or something that they go down, but they still get captured by pirates and they're still like forced to like go down. So anyways, so this is like a 6.75. Like, it's not the worst B movie I've ever seen. It's not the best. They did a few things that I thought were a little bit changing up a little bit. So, like, one of the things that I appreciated, well, first, the dad getting killed. Like, the way that he got killed, it's like, oh my god, it's just so stupid. But, anyways, I'm pretty convinced that they were in a lake when they, like, shot that.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, but I will say, I really appreciated the grandfather character and his interaction that he had with the main character, the types of topics that they would cover, his in-depth discussion of his feelings about the father being dead, him, like, being her support network to help her conquer her fear. Like, he was, like, honestly, their moments together were my favorite.
Yeah.
Out of the whole movie. I felt like they did such a solid job with those that even, like, more mainstream movies, like, don't really touch on. So I really appreciated that.
I like how they showed the aftermath of the incident and her struggling with it.
Yeah.
And showing that, you know, it's not just one incident. It's going to affect her for a while. Yeah. So, and the fact that then the grandfather's like connecting with her as well as helping her through it, even though he comes across as harsh at times.
Yeah. And then like her becoming a marine biologist to help conquer her fear. And then her then getting on the boat to further like push herself and then using her knowledge.
Honestly, it kind of reminded me of you a little bit. how like the more scared you are of something, the more
I dive deeper into the topic. Yeah.
And the more you research it and want to know more about it.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of reminded me of.
Yeah, you called me out. That's fair. But no, I thought like her whole character arc, I felt like was really strong in the movie. That was by far like the strongest part of the movie. And then the grandfather figure and all of that. Everything else, though. Like, so many of the characters, like even the boyfriend, like, weren't the most memorable. They were kind of like cookie cutter type characters, even like the pirates and stuff. Like
I don't even really remember the bad guys' names.
I don't remember anyone's
number one,
names.
thug number two.
Yeah. Like it really wasn't like that impressive. And even
I remember one of them was named Chucky.
Oh yeah. I think that's the main guy. I want to say.
No, that was one of the henchmen.
Okay.
I don't remember his name, main bad dude's name.
But like,
but we're also bad with names, so that's fine.
But like, yeah. So there's like the other characters are throwaway characters. And yeah, they don't. Yeah, and I didn't really get any tension or stakes of dangers. I guess people were dying, but I literally just
we knew nothing about them.
Further fuck about who lived and who died. So yeah, that's why it's like this is an okay movie. If you just want a shark movie, then sure. This but it's like the effects are not good. I do appreciate the character arc, the main character arc, and I do appreciate the grandpa, but that's as far as I go. Everything else, I'm just like, wow, that's what you came up with.
So what do you give it?
I gave it a 6.75.
Okay.
Yep.
So I give it a 6. Like, it's not the worst shark movie we've seen, but it's also far from the best.
Yeah, far.
So, to be fair, I will preface this by saying the first time I watched it was like a couple of weeks before we watched it for the recording session. And I had it on kind of in the background while I was doing something else. So I was more listening to it than actually watching it and would just kind of glance over now and then. So it seemed okay from a listen. And then when I got to watch it, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
The characters aren't very deep. They're very, very surface level and very superficial. They don't really flesh them out or anything. The one character really that they flesh out is the main female character.
Yep.
We don't really get much on the pirates. We don't really get hardly anything on the boyfriend. We get a little bit on the grandpa. We get next to nothing on the mom. So there's very little that we get on the different characters. So I feel like it was definitely lacking there. And it felt more like the main threat was more the pirates than the sharks. The sharks were just an added threat.
Yeah, it's like, no matter where we are, boat or water, we're in danger.
It was just an added problem.
Yeah.
Could have been a barracuda. Like, it really... And why? Okay, why does it always have to be a great white? Why?
Well, and I'm going to mention this in the realism, but some of the attacks that they did, I'm like, that would be another shark.
Yeah.
That is
exactly,
not, yeah.
exactly. Like, it... Guys, there are over 400 other species of shark. Pick one. It really
I will say, out of
be a great
most
white.
of them, the great white is the scariest looking.
Just because it's one of the biggest.
Well, and then also like the black soulless eyes.
That's literally every shark.
No. No, not all sharks have black eyes. No,
Almost everyone.
No.
Almost everyone.
All of the ones that, like, actual have, like...
Okay, but still, there are other known man-eaters.
Yes.
There's tiger shark, there's bull shark, like, there's so many others that you could have picked from. And even ones that would have made sense in the area.
You know, I'm waiting for the time. I think the sharks that are in, like, the Antarctic, that can grow to be super old, I feel like those are kind of creepy looking.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if they did a movie about those.
Yeah.
But anyways.
There's so many other sharks. So many other sharks.
I love
that
how
you could
nobody
pick.
hates on a whale shark, though. Like, I know they're passive and I don't think there's any record of them, like, actually hurting a human.
Cause they don't. They spit them out. They can't.
I know,
They
but
can't
it's like,
eat
it would be
anything.
kind of cool or funny if they're like, oh, we have genetically modified whale sharks that, like, are super aggressive and will
At
eat
least
people.
it would be less painful. It's just swallow you whole. It doesn't chew like the other ones will.
But I feel like that's almost worse, getting swallowed whole, and then, like, I guess you'd hope that you'd suffocate.
Probably, or you would, be eaten by acid.
See, that would be way worse than nom nom nom.
But you'd probably suffocate before then. And or drown.
But yeah.
Regardless, my point stands. So many other kinds of shark. Like, pick one. Why does it have to be a great white every time? The situation, okay, fine, kinda, sorta, understand it. I could see it kinda happening. Again, it would be a different kind of shark. But, whatever. It was... I don't know what movie you were talking about.
I can't remember what I'm not going to take the time to hunt it down, but there's a movie with a very similar premise.
I almost feel like you're talking about Man of Medan.
No.
But okay. But yeah, it does seem a little overdone, but it's, you go with what works. So.
Didn't work for the other movie, it didn't work for this one.
Okay, but I'm sure others have done it too.
It doesn't work. Quit using it.
It doesn't work because it's great white. Quit picking great whites. It's just an okay surface level movie if you're listening to it. If you're watching it, the effects suck. The effects suck. It sounded better listening to it, like straight up just listening to it, than watching it. It was so bad. It was, the blood in the water and the splashing. Oh my god, that was awful. That was so bad. That was so bad. And the sharks weren't terrible, like if they're just swimming past and all. But when that one is, like, they've slowed down time or whatever, oh my god, what are you doing? What is that shark even doing? Yes, it made it so much worse. Stop. Just stop. Also, that scene dragged forever. God, just eat her already. Eat her or move on. Shit, let's go. We've got a movie to play here. Let's go. Just padding the runtime. But yeah, it's a lot. There was a lot that I started taking notes, and then I just stopped at some point. And I just realized that, like, all of my notes were, like, for realism, apart from the blood effects and splashing in the water are god-awful.
Oh. Well, I guess, shall we move to realism
Yep,
then?
let's go ahead.
So, I gave it a 2, but I feel like even that's pretty generous.
Oh, that was definitely generous.
Maybe like a 1.5
There
or
you
a
go.
1.
That's better.
But, yeah, like, first, the attacks that they had the sharks do multiple different times were not the type of attack that a great white would do.
watch a documentary at least. Like, if you're gonna use great whites, then at least watch or do some research on great whites and how they hunt and everything. Like,
Yeah.
just stop.
And then so when her father dies, her being like, stop kicking me. I feel like even if the shark brushed up against her, like it was curious, it would not feel like a kick.
It would not feel like a kick unless it hit her with its tail. But that would have been a hell of a lot more forceful than just a kick.
Yeah, but I feel like a shark would take the time to not, like, let it... I don't know.
Well, again, that's not how great whites hunt.
Right.
That's a different kind of shark.
Well, it's like I have heard of scenarios where, like, a great white will, like, check you out.
Yeah.
And then later decide to, like, come and breach and attack you or whatever. Like, it's just to see, like, are you interesting?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is this food?
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you got this impression, but I felt like the pirates were way overreactive. Like, they're just they're like, oh, you're suspecting that we are doing something nefarious.
Yes.
And they're like, we wanted help.
Yeah, we literally just asked for help, but the guy's already, like, dead.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go back to shore now.
Yeah.
We don't need your assistance anymore.
The whole scenario on the pirates coming just felt so fucking forced.
Yeah, it did.
I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I don't even know if I want to even bring up all of the other stuff.
So many other things.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'd say about a 1 would definitely be about there. Even if the shark attacked like that, which that's, again, not how they hunt, a shark that big, the leg of the dad, when he was first bit, likely would have been just gone. He wouldn't just be nom 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 on the leg or like shaking a little bit. No, it would have been gone. And then the shark likely would have left. Because generally, they don't eat people. They're like, bite. Oh, not food. Not my kind of food, at least.
Yeah, it's just the fact that they're so massive and their teeth are so sharp.
That's the problem. Yeah, they do so much damage because they're so big.
Yeah.
But, or it would have just, like, pulled him under if it had attacked him initially like that.
Yeah.
And he would have just not come back up. So, also, fun fact, sharks don't have vocal cords.
It did have it growl.
Yes.
So, yeah. They gotta stop doing that shit.
And
so many movies.
And therefore cannot growl.
Yeah.
Is the rest of my note here.
Yeah, so many shark movies,
they don't
do that.
They don't roar. They don't growl. They don't have vocal cords.
They don't cry out in pain.
Some sharks, also other fun fact, some certain kinds of sharks can make noises by clicking their jaws. Like snapping their jaws.
Interesting.
But they don't have vocal cords, so they can't growl or roar.
Go, if you stab it or something.
Yeah. They don't roar if you stab it with something. They don't growl at you. They're not a dog. So, yeah, no. Also, why did the whole goddamn boat rock when the sharks were hitting the cage down below? The entire goddamn boat.
It's like that's concerning if you're both that unstable.
Yeah. Seriously, no, that's not how that do. The cage would have been way more damaged. It would have been a pretzel. No. Thing was rusted. Fuck. Like that, no.
Honestly, I was
Absolutely
half
not.
expecting for the cage to just like drop.
Yeah, also, why did the shark deliberately attack a crate of heroin?
That was so funny, though.
You've heard of Cocaine Bear. How about Heroin Shark? What?
You want to get high?
And it was about at that point that I was like, I'm done with notes. This is just no. Just no.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. It is not really a realistic movie, and it was just.
If you just want a shark movie to laugh at,
if you want it on in the background while you're doing something else, it's okay to listen to. Again, it's not very deep. You're not gonna get a whole lot of character development or growth, but it's okay to listen to. It was definitely better to listen to it than to watch it.
Well, it's like, I was going to say, like, it would definitely be more fun with a group of friends.
Oh, yes, definitely.
But it's not like it was that funny of a movie. It's just kind of like, so,
yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's a very surface level movie.
Yeah. I feel like this one is definitely skippable, but if you have watched all of the shark movies and you want something new, go for it.
New, as in you haven't seen it before.
Yes. Yeah. But thank you for joining us today, and let us know what you thought of the movie. If you'd like to recommend a movie, game, or tea, you can leave us a comment or join our Discord server. And if you'd like to keep up to date with our content, you can find our link tree listed below.
And if you'd like to support us monetarily, we have a Teespring and PayPal, or we have our affiliate link with Republic of Tea available. It does not affect the price of the tea. It just allows us to continue to do what we love. And you can find all of those sites mentioned linked below. But until the next time, guys, stay safe and stay spoopy.
Bye!